Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another part of Tales of Rise, part 20. Man, we made a lot of parts so far. It's gonna be a pain to edit all this, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually. But first, I would like to say that I spent all last video looking at how many times the frame stuttered. And right now I just want to cry. Yep, that's what it makes me want to do. But let's continue on with the skit.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
He's always deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
Dang.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Oh, we have a couple to go through. Okay, next one.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Okay. I guess Yun doesn't care that we care. Alright. I see how it is. It hurts my feelings too. But onwards, we cannot dwell on the past, only go forward. Okay. Looks like another cave. How original. I'm not saying anything against game design, but... Oh wait, we're already here. This place looks intrepid.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable given the evidence.
Quite agree.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
We must find a Hoodle. But first, another skit.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Yep. That's the hard part, though. Finding somebody in all this rubble. Anyone here? Oh, I see a Hoodle. Look at that render distance come in handy. Hi there. Red Rose Corsage. Oh, look at
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
that. I'll go there eventually. Don't you worry, Hoodle. Another skit.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Ouch. I mean, then again, Rinwell could be a little nicer. I'm just saying. Could be just me. All right, what's in this way? Can I open this door? It's locked. All right, to the other side we go. I'm not saying that she's not wrong in the way she acts. I'm just saying that, you know, there are people that are nice, and
What are those out in the valley?
making them have
Windmills?
misforgivings is just
They're
cool.
huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Let's see. So there's something here. Crows. Not a good sign.
All of you, stop right there!
Who are you?
Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Not for the best. As I burn my hand.
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
You wouldn't do that.
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
What's that?
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
He tries his
Guess even
best.
after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
An invisible wall here? What? Okay. Kind of weird, but okay. Better not be pointing that gun at me, soldier. Now in we go.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
You make me sick.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
Knock him out.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
I don't think this is gonna go well in the end, now is it?
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Ouch. Looking at you, Renwell. Just saying.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
It's like I said before. Dedheim the dictator.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero. which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion.
It's just her.
What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
He does have a point. He does have a point. I'm not gonna lie. He does have a point.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy? Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Zephyr was a better man than that guy for sure.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Would explain all the stuff in his quarters.
Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Well, someday Rinwell will understand. Someday. That her discontent is not towards the people she sees with them. Someday. Sigh, why does everyone have to be such cowards? If you don't take care of this, things are never going to change.
What's wrong?
What's got you down, friend? Zoogles, that's what. A pretty common variety of them, too, to be more specific. Rumors say it was the Lord's favorite kind of Zoogles, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them.
Alright.
I can understand their hesitation. If you need them gone, we're more than capable.
What the?
Hold on, pal. I don't want you to just exterminate them. If you could bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great too. Master Zoo's Sugal parts for what? Are you building something? Not building, studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Zoogles can be used to make handy tools. Can't always expect folks like you to come along and solve all our problems for us, after all. Any more self-sufficient. That's very commendable.
Hey.
Actually, about those materials you're looking for, this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, it totally is. Could I convince you to share what you have? Sure, why not?
Good.
Yeah, go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather it go to someone who can use it than keep weighing us down. Great, you're one generous bunch of people, you know that?
All right!
Sure, I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you so much. Well, cool. Alright, where to next? I like the architecture of
I
this
see
place
someone
too.
who looks troubled about something.
Little
Oh,
compassion can make all the difference.
not you
I
again.
propose we speak to them.
Alphen, mi amigo, I knew fate would bring us together once more. Remind me, you're that wonder guy, is it? I'm a minstrel who tells many tales about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard. Right now, I remember you.
I see.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure, sir. You may call me Dolhalim. You claim to be a minstrel. Is that to say you're well-versed in music? Oh, but I am indeed. There isn't a song I haven't sung, nor an instrument my hands have not mastered. I see. As it so happens, I am also a connoisseur of music myself. Is that so? Could I perhaps trouble you with a little rendition? This is going to take a while, isn't it? Alas, unfortunately, I do not have any instruments on me, but I would be more than happy to indulge you with a short poem. In the sea of crimson trees, I spy an unknown fellow standing free within the breeze. Oh, Dahan mio, your words are like music to my ears. You have quite the rare talent, sir, I must say. You really think so? That I do, and now I must return the favor in kind. Where do I begin faced with such wit? Indeed, words fail me. I am at loss for what I say but gracias.
Oh.
Oh ho, you sir have thrown down the gauntlet. Allow me to.
Great.
I can't take any more of this. We're leaving.
Excuse me!
Wait, don't leave yet. With so many brilliant minds among you, and perhaps I can trust you with the legendary instrument. What are you talking about? I hit a musical instrument knowing that one day I would meet a worthy inheritor. You'll find it at the location detailed in these notes. But be warned, only the smaller, smartest shall solve the riddles contained within. I ask you, O chosen ones, will you take it upon yourselves to solve the riddles and uncover the legendary instrument? Let's give it a shot. This talk of riddles and instruments got me intrigued.
Good.
Very well, we accept your challenge. Excellent. I have complete faith that you shall emerge victorious. Wonder text. Wonder text 2. Text 3. Alright. We'll finish that quest eventually.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
They probably are.
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Alright, let's go rest up. Continue with the story. We'll do the instrument stuff later. Or maybe I'll do it off screen. Oh, we can make,
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Oh, there's one. Side quest here. Might as well take it. I sure wish there was more to go around.
Oh, yeah?
What are you talking about? Our rations, we're always running short on them. It's never enough to be comfortable. We really do with some rice, potatoes, beef, and some spices in particular. Well, I might as
How's
well.
this?
Here you go. You're so generous, thank you. Yes, that'd help a lot. I don't have much to offer in return, but I'll teach you my family's secret recipe. Cherry recipe.
Great!
That sounds delicious.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to try it. Don't look all that hard to fix either.
Hey,
Hey, Kasara, if it's really that simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Well, you're actually interested in making food now, not just eating it? What does it matter to you? I just like to put a certain someone in his place for complaining about my cooking earlier.
Good.
Ah, well, I'd love to teach you, but my training isn't going to be easy. Think you're ready?
really?
It's that serious? Sure. Hit me with what you got. But promise me you won't tell anyone else. I asked this, okay? My lips are sealed, but in return, they call me Captain while we're training. Deal?
What?
Okay, Captain. So say yes, Captain.
Yes!
Yes, Captain. Nice.
All right.
Begin our training. See, you have freshly caught fish there. Perfect. We'll use that as well.
Really?
What? But the recipe doesn't call for fish.
What?
Are you trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. Let's say yes, Captain.
Huh?
What? I'm so confused. Why not? Let's see where this goes.
All right.
It's like you have everything we need. Now we dive into colony trenches.
Yes!
Yes, Captain.
Over there.
That how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do, Private? Dance with
Huh?
it. No, of course. Let's say yes, Captain.
Yes!
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Pay attention. Turn up that fire. Boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes wander.
Yes!
Yes, Captain. It'd be so funny if they voice acted that. It's all finished.
Huh.
So it is. Its flavor and presentation get a passing grade. You got promise, but there's still room for improvement. You'll have to keep training every day. Do I make myself clear?
All right.
Yes, Captain. Guess I've got a long way to go before my food is perfect, but I'll show him. One day my food will taste so good it'll knock his arm off. That was a funny quest. A lot of dialogue, but it was still funny.
By the by, Xion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Xion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Oh, they voice act that, but not that. Aw, disappointed. Alright, let's go rest up. Just don't cause any trouble while you're here, understand?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Sure does.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
Agreed.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Tell me about it. That sword guy almost killed us. Made Rinwell into a punching bag. What are you doing, Xion?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Xion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise.
Hope not.
You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Just nice to have someone to care about, you know? I guess that's what he's trying to get at. Could be wrong.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Alright, now where is that forest? It makes sense. Estaluva Forest has to be in a new area that we haven't explored yet. Yep. Yep, no invisible wall this time. Knock, knock. Valley of the Four Winds, Mahag Sar. Is that deer?
Ah, got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Poodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Look who it is.
Oh?
Oh, it's that foodie again.
Yes!
I remember you. You're that young woman who was always starving. I haven't seen you since we last met in El Dominica. You're the one who's always hungry anyway. I take it you found another recipe?
Very nice.
I most certainly did. I'm glad I can cut to the chase.
Is that so?
Shan, who might this fellow be? This is Gordeno. He travels around Dana in search of new recipes to try.
You don't say.
Fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Dolahim, kind sir. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow. The Dolahim Lord of El Dominica. It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely exquisite.
I see.
You honor me, sir. However, how is that you came by the palace's top secret dish?
Hey!
Anyway, what is the need for us this time exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time, I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could I ask you to bring some? Yep, here
Sure.
you go. If that's all you're looking for, we've got it right here.
Nice
In that
work.
case, I'll give you the recipe so you fine people can cook it right away.
Oh?
Wow, that looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this.
Very nice.
Wonderful! I'll leave the preparation up to you then.
Well?
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Oh, look at this beautiful dish. It smells just as divine too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
Well, this is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, that is.
What?
Really? I assure you that I followed the recipe for this so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste it for yourself and tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Down the hatch it goes.
I don't believe this.
See what I mean? Maybe you want to vomit then.
All right.
Wait a second. I see a small warning fixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Young miss, did you process only the lettuce? Even though I asked you to prepare apples and lemons as well?
Sure.
Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now?
Lesson learned, Xian. We'll just have to add fruit and attempt this once more. Why is it making the stove sizzle? Like, it's a smoothie.
Yes.
Alright, let's take it from the top.
What?
Oh, this is absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
You still don't sound all that enthused. Is this really the best recipe that Malhaksar has to offer? I believe so. When I first heard about this, I made me think of what I saw in Menesia. That combination of fruits and vegetables reminded me of Danans and Renans living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out there. Indeed, I shall be sure to drink it so as to ensure the precious harmony lives on.
Yes.
Phew. Well, that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of even greater cuisine. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass before I leave. Poor Xion.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
You could say that. We have a skit.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible. But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
See.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Another skit.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Okay. Another skit.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
Burn.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alright, last skit, and I can finally fight. God. A reskinned enemy just makes you one more to kill. Get him! Alright, now your trees. Not trying to move, huh? Bam. That's right. You're nothing but weak. Oh god. Oh no. Go, Shion! Shoot him! Boom. Oh no. Ah, god. And bam. Oh, what? I thought I broke one of them, but no, I did not. Then we go here. Okay, so he's the last one, so this should be easy enough. Oh, nuts.
Wow! Look what I just found.
Yeah, look what you just found. I think I'm gonna end this part here. Not because I would want to, but we had experienced a lot of exposition today, and I want to keep that ball rolling because I don't want to break it up into like 2 parts where I just like mess up. So in that case, I'm gonna end it here after all that exposition. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, whoever's watching, and goodbye.